Yo, what's up? I'm gonna be making a video about some mods in Beamng Drive, some vehicle mods that I think are pretty cool, and other people might like them, and just some that I overall recommend, and that I think are really fun to drive. So, okay, wait. First, honestly, this mod is super cool. I can't go over it really, because it's just so much in it. It's called WBP Game Expansion. And basically what it does is it takes a lot of the default cars and existing cars in the game and just adds a lot of new variants and features to them. And it's so cool, and it makes the game so much more enjoyable just to have that much many cars. As you can see, there's a lot of different things added. There's stuff from totally transforming the look of a car to just changing some minor features. And a lot of work and effort was put into this mod. It's super nice, and everything crashes well, but it's based off of the default cars and everything. But you could just see how much is in this mod pack. And these are just a few pictures and a few examples. I haven't even gone through all the stuff by myself. But to start off, I want to talk about this car. Alright, so this is the Toyota Camry. The windows are a little weird, but it's a super cool mod, and it crashes really well. It's a very well done mod, and it's a real car, meaning it might get taken off of the Beamng website. But yeah, you can't actually find it in game, I don't believe, in the mod section in game. You have to go to their website, but I can assure you that it's 100% safe. And they have a few variants. They have, if I go to the car over here, they have, so they have the base model, like the civilian model, a police package, an undercover police, which I've never actually used these two, and a V8 Sport. And the V8 Sport is fast, trust me, it is crazy. Here, I'll pull it up for you. It's insane. But this mod is super well done. Yeah, see, it's crazy, and it gets a lot of tire spin. And it crashes really well. I'll show you that in a minute, but I do want to take a look at the interior right here. Super cool wood grain. It's actually very well done. As you can see, everything works well. Actually, here, let me see. Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and crash it for you guys. It's pretty low to the ground, which I can show you in the suspension test. It pretty much completely just, most of the time it just completely destroys, yeah, and rips off the bumpers. Another thing I noticed when I was on the Driven and Total Destruction map is the radiator is pretty weak on this thing, and unless you're lucky, it's gonna break on you pretty fast. Oh, forgot to shift there. But overall, it's a really well done mod, and it's really cool. I'll go ahead and do a giant side impact here. But as you can see, the bumpers can get a little bit fidgety, but it's nothing to really complain about. There's not that much stuff about it, rather than I just don't like how dirty the front windshield is. But yeah, this is one car I really recommend, because I've seen a lot of mods out there, and they just have rocket cars and stuff, and videos about good mods. They just feature a ton of rocket cars and crazy stuff, and honestly, I just like simplistic, real and realistic cars. But I mean, some people just like going 310 miles per hour into a brick fence. A brick fence, stone wall, I mean. Alright, well, the next one here I'm going to be checking out is the Ford F-150 Raptor. Now, this is a super cool mod. The one complaint I have about it, because everything else is just so amazing. It has all the logos, and once again, this might get taken down. One complaint I have about it is once in a while the wheels fall off a lot, and it's super cool and it's very bouncy, but it's a super cool mod. But the wheels do fall off and flatten. That's the one thing. But it's honestly not too bad. Take a look in the interior here. I'll zoom out a little bit. See? Looks super nice. The seats actually look really cool. And the mirrors and everything work super well. the the camera, the radio, everything looks super nice in here. And I'll show you how it crashes here. It crashes very well. Yeah, there you go. And a lot of mods that don't crash well, or like mostly realistic car mods, is what they usually have that super crappily made, and they're just there for you to click download on them. They crash and it just looks super bad, and all the crumples are really jagged edges and all that, which I mean, obviously people don't like, but this is a game about realistic crashing. I'm surprised I landed that, but there's some, I'm not going to say it's very fragile, but that was a lot of stress put onto that wheel. But as you can see, I'm not turning or anything, and as you can see on that tire, and it's very screwed up. I mean, if I turn all the way this way, it's kind of decent, kind of, but I'll crash it some more, and I will show off some of the cars and features I like about the pack that has a lot of different cars that I was telling you about beforehand and showing you the pictures about. Go ahead and show you here. Oh, okay, well, yeah. Once again, it doesn't crash perfect, but I mean, it's super well for what it is. And obviously, you can see these lines, but I mean, that happens in default Beamng. Let me go ahead and turn my audio down a tad bit, because I don't know how loud this actually is. Here, let me show some of the mods. Alright, so here's the first one that pops out a lot. So this was one of the ones that was changed so drastically it looks like a whole new car. Actually, I haven't drove it that much because I didn't like the front, the headlights, but I mean, actually it's pretty cool. It's based off of a real car. I don't know this one, but I think this is a Abishu Pessima. That's what it's based, I mean, not like based off of the real car, but that's what it's modified after. Not really modified, but pretty much just changed. Once again, all these crash really well. I don't really have to show you all of them because they crash just the same as the default. Yeah, there you go. I'll show you another one I like is, here's a edited Moonhawk. This one's pretty cool. I do like this one. It's super durable, let me tell you that. It makes the front and back lights very like wide. That's pretty cool. The suspension is nice on it, as you can see. Pretty much a beast. Once again, this is the default. They have a lot of variants for the customized ones. Then another one is, so they take cars like this and they actually add different variants. I think this is one. They add like a hatchback, but I can show you some other mods as well that have, yeah, so here's one, and it's the notch back, so instead of it going complete curve, it has a notch in the back. And then they also have one that's more of a like a down curve, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, this one's more of kind of a in between of the total curve, not in the notch back, as you can see, a little bit different shape. This is also a cool thing. Don't ask why I have a fridge, but these are pretty cool. Yeah, so I have some things that makes like default cars into hatchbacks and wagons and stuff like that. But here's the cool thing. Here's the ETK 800, and it takes this car, which my preference I wasn't really fond of, and adds a variant that just kind of like the notchback, just brings the back down. This is one of my favorite cars now. It's just super nice, crashes well and everything, because it's literally a modified default car. And then there's the same one but convertible. This one's cool. I like this one. There's a little bit of a texture thingy right there, as you can see. They're not like totally smooth, but I mean it's nothing to really notice. Yeah, it's just such a nice car. It's such a nice car, and it's so freaking cool. One of my favorite mods. Oh shoot. I'll leave. Okay, so I'll show you. So these two, I'll leave in the description because they're not actually. You can't just go into repository or automation and find them. But all the rest of these are. So if you want to find one of the mods I have, just go to repository or automation, search it up. Sometimes you have to fiddle with if you go into here, fiddling with all these, deactivating, activating them, but sometimes they're not underneath the category that you would think they would be. But yeah, go ahead and check these out at your pleasure.